Hi, Michael. I want to say thank you so much for your blind faith in people. That's something that I really appreciate as a new employee here. You, from the beginning, have told me how much you believe in me getting into a PhD program, and lo and behold, I did. So I want to say thank you.
I just wanted to give you a shout out and thank you for being part of my life and being part of my family's life.
What's up, Mike? Man, I just wanted to say thank you for all the accomplishments you've done for ODEI and changing the department around.
Dear Michael, thank you so much for who you are. Thank you for creating authentic spaces where we can be true to who we are and where we come from. It's truly refreshing that to see in higher education. I hope that you know that everyone you have met, you have transformed our lives. You've given us a different perspective and a different way to look at the world and to really celebrate and accept and be true to who we are. And I so appreciate that about you.
Hey Michael, thank you so much for everything that you've done. I'm honestly so grateful for you.
Michael, my friend, it's a pleasure and an honor to be able to talk to you like this. I was thinking about what I could say that would be different than what you're going to hear throughout this video and how important you are to people's lives. But man, you are crazy.
Within a couple of months of coming here, he organized the African American Leadership Conference. It was during the summer, I believe. And the thing that struck me, first of all, it was an amazing event that he was bringing together so quickly. But the thing that I noticed was that the students who spoke for him on his behalf, describing what impact he had had, that they had tears in their voice.
There was a time when we were talking in the GDEC meeting, and you were talking about Hawaii, and you were so passionate, so emotional. And for me, I was kind of distanced because I'd never seen a grown man so passionate and actually cry about something that he was passionate about, right? And so for me, it was kind of off-putting. But when I stopped and I thought about it, I thought about how much I respect and admire that. Because you weren't afraid to show what you care about, and you weren't afraid to let loose your emotions in front of so many people and make yourself vulnerable. And I have to respect that.
Like, your leadership, I remember there was times where I was so resistant to you and you're like, man, do it, put them packets out. And anybody know Mike, he loves data and packets. He'll have you have him read about 20 pages.
Michael does chants. He does traditional chamoru chants and other chants that he's been gifted with, trusted with, from other First People communities. There's one chant in particular that I've heard him do on a few occasions, several occasions. But in this chant, as Michael is doing the chant, his voice breaks at one particular point with emotion. And so as I watched him do this chant on different occasions, different events, which brought a level of sacredness, a level of ceremony to these events, which everybody felt, I asked myself, how is it that at each, in this chant that he's done in different events, how is it that at each, in each time that his voice breaks with emotion at the same moment? How can that be, I asked myself? Or what does it mean that it breaks like that? So my interpretation is that the chant, these chants are sacred chants. They're chants that connect us to ancestors and the gods. They're chants that are meant to give us strength. And Michael is a vessel. He's channeling those spirits. But the point I want to make about the emotion is that he's not only channeling the strength of ancestors and gods and spirits, he's also channeling their pain. And I think that this is what also explains the effect that Michael has on other people, myself included.
we think about how we can serve our students, but we answer to administration, and we as staff, faculty, we kind of plan out how the institution works. What I notice about you is that you have, things are quite the opposite in a good way. You're someone who answers to students and then tells faculty and staff how to serve them. And it reminds me of a quote that we have in Psalm 1 Philosophical Sayings, that says, which means the road to leadership is through service. And it's important that we recognize we serve on all levels.
You are crazy good. In fact, you're a living paradox. There's the crazies like you that are needed to make this world sane again, to end the insanity. The other thing that I want to say is that I think what I see most in you is your ability to love. Unapologetic, unashamed love. I've only seen or met a few people in my life that I could say have that quality. And you're the only person I've had the honor to get to know.
I also really appreciate your humanity, your compassion, your love, and the faith that you have in people. I think that's remarkable. Thank you for your vision. Thank you for leading us. Thank you for being a wonderful leader and a mentor to so many people.
He carries other people's pain. He carries other people's struggles. And he wants to bring all of his gifts, all of his strength, in order to address that pain, that suffering, that injustice that we all know of and that we all carry. But he also carries it for us. And that's a tremendous weight that he has on his shoulders.
The first time I came here, and like the first quarter that I was here, the second quarter, you gave me work, and it's honestly really, like, I'm very, very thankful that I met you, and I met you through so many other people. And
I also want to say that I respect you as a visionary leader. You lead by example, and I hope to follow in your footsteps in that sense.
The message, the powerful message, and the stories that you will share today are going to be the opportunities for us to make change at our campuses and in our community. So I really want to thank Michael and Marwa for their time, their commitment, and their energy to creating a diverse community, an inclusive community, and a welcome environment at Green River Community College. Enjoy your day.
And so this was amazing to me. I said, this man has been here 2 months, and already students are weeping when they speak of him. And even the cameraman right now, the director of this film, minutes before he turned on this camera, as he was talking about Michael, David, he had tears in his voice as he was describing a gesture Michael had made for him. So in these 3 years that I've known Miguet, I've seen this repeatedly. And I'm telling you, I've never seen this. I've never seen anyone who produced this effect on people, that when they speak of him, that tears come to their eyes and in their voice.
Momona amlevi ingam faftaile tuam never no matingo fieta to fatasiail ne officer faftai tapwa imaim faftai lo lofa yatiau lo uso lo wo faftai tele yati oil me umanga e fine mo tato uma. I just want to thank you so much for your leadership and your advocacy here. You really bring a world perspective that's needed within our communities, in our institution, and the legacy that you've made here is going to continue throughout all generations, and for that I thank you.
I'd like to thank you for having me over for many dinners, for mentoring my son, for sparking a deeper passion for me professionally.
But yeah, man, you helped me grow professionally, and this would help me get to Seattle U and pick up myself and learn to be a leader for others.
Hi, Michael. I want to mention that me and Ariana are very glad that working with you and knowing you, it's a pleasure and honor for both of us. And you are one of the greatest people I have ever met in my life. Your passion and ability to laugh and carry others' pain is so admirable. Since my time at Green River working with ODEI, one thing that I notice about you is that anytime when I hear your name or mention your name to someone, from my professors, students, staff, everybody's has good things to say about you, which is crazy good. Nobody has ability to win everybody's heart like you do. So I wanted to make this video and show you my love and respect. And in this campus at Green River, everybody loves you and respect you. Anytimes when I request people to make this video and this interview with me about you, take a minute and talk about it, and they were glad and they said it's a pleasure to do this video and they love you. Do what you're doing, Michael. Thank you very much.
One thing that I'm going to leave you off is if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and go to work. Love ya.
Just wanted to take some time out on this 3rd annual diversity conference here at Green River to say thank you.
You touch many lives, and I know you'll continue to do that. Thank you.
It's truly a blessing to be working with you, and it's truly a blessing to have you leading our community. Thank you.
Kicking it with and building with and looking to many, many more. Word up. Thank you, bro.
Where I am now in college, I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you.
I am transformed. My work is of a different level, of a different order, because of Michael. And he's my brother, and he and his family will always be in my heart. Thank you very much.
I hope that you share your light on many other people outside of this campus and keep changing the culture.
So keep doing what you're doing. I know you're at the beginning of your work, and I'm getting towards the end of my work. I just want you to know how honored I am to be called your friend. Take it easy.
Hey you are, hey ya wa wa hey, hey you are.